It's big.
I
We're
actually,
live. We
Vinny
are
bro,
live in
Vi-
the Mafia Dome. It is time to talk to the Don of sports debate, the godfather of good sportsmanship, the man who knows all, the one, the only. Say it with me,
AJ
AJ
Bokine.
Bokine.
All right,
AJ, how
all
are
right,
you?
all right, Jack. I'm good, man. I'm good. I needed a few days to cope with the lack of quality football I watched this weekend. So, uh,
Well, it was a rough weekend to be a Wisconsin sports fan.
let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you.
Go.
Um, I'm gonna start on a little bit of a rant, right?
Okay. Oh, what a surprise.
How I'm watching the Badgers play yesterday or Saturday, right?
Why?
Because I'm dedicated and loyal.
Okay.
Uh, but how on a 3rd and 2 in your own inside your own 20-yard line do you start the play on the 19 and end the play in the same direction on your 41? How? If you're if you're there's such a thing you can do in football, and I'm not sure if everybody's aware of this. When you're being chased as a quarterback, you can throw the ball away.
Now, was this the kid you were all in favor of playing?
No,
Oh,
no, this is the backup that's playing because the other dude's hurt.
all right. Well, backup should still understand fundamentals. Yes.
But this is the kid. I know he's a backup quarterback at Wisconsin, but like, dude, you were a starter all last year at San Diego State. Throw the ball away. Like this this crop of quarterbacks, the best quarterback that looked the quarterback that looked the best was the one that got in the other the first who got hurt. This crop of quarterbacks. Okay, if you're a Wisconsin fan, let's not hype up Danny O'Neil like he's gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I know he's only a sophomore, but dude started all last year as a freshman in San Diego State. Want to take a shot at what their record was, Dano or
No.
Jacko?
No, I have no idea.
3-9, 3-9. So right now we have a kid. Right now we. I don't. I'm not gonna bash Wisconsin football all day, but it's like, dude, can we bring in a guy with some starting experience that actually had a decent year?
Obviously not. Well, and that begs the question, and that is, I talked to a very loyal fan, but a knowledgeable and realistic fan, and his point is that you can dump on the coach and the players all you want. However, until Wisconsin can raise enough money to be in the NIL game, we're going to lose. What do
By
you
the way,
what's your take on that, AJ?
by the way, to your fans, okay, I'm gonna bash on Wisconsin fan for a second. All
Hang
right,
on. No. Answer the question first.
I agree with you. I agree,
With
but
him, okay,
I agree with you. But here's my point:
okay,
it's your Big Ten home opener.
yeah.
You're down 20-0. Your defense is playing decent because you turned the ball over twice inside the red zone. You went up 2 touchdowns. Do you really think in the first half of the Big Ten home opener, it is a smart idea to start chanting "Fire Fickle" the week after you played Alabama? As a student body, you should be ashamed. Barry Alvarez ripped your new one on the radio, by the way. As a student body, you should feel terrible. It's not like you were good with Paul Chris anyway. I'm sorry. I'll get off my horse. But that's dumb.
AJ, AJ, the fans are fed up.
Yeah, but Jack,
It hasn't been. It's not just this year. It's been the last. How this is Fickle's third year, and
yeah,
before that was Chris before that.
yeah.
Yeah, and so it's been a while. I mean, fans get spoiled. They're spoiled by the foundation that Barry Alvarez laid and built, and Bielema came and he did decent, but he left. He left. He didn't. He was like people can say that he jilted Wisconsin, but it was a two-way split. People didn't like him here. I mean, now they wish they had him. You know, it's always be careful what you wish for, kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
but here's the thing that bothers me, Jack, okay? We're bashing. every fan can match Fickle, and I don't mind it. Okay,
Hmm.
let's keep in mind, with all due respect, he's brought in three transfer quarterbacks. All three of them have gotten hurt at some point this season.
I get it. That happens. I mean, I'm sorry, it does.
I know, but I'm
And
saying
why
like
and why does that happen?
I don't know, but I'm
It's
saying
it's
that
it's more than an incidental thing if three straight guys get hurt. It's a lack of protection.
the thing is like, here's the thing: Renfro's not playing right now. You're starting center. I told my aunt about this. Who's the most loyal Badger fan there is, right?
Hmm.
She lives in Madison. She knows the program really well. They're starting three redshirt freshmen on the offensive line. Jack, they can barely snap the ball.
Yeah, I understand.
It's horrible. They can barely snap the ball. By the way, they were. This is a microcosm of Wisconsin season ranking in one play, right? They snapped the ball on 3rd and 6 from their own 35-yard line. From the Maryland 35-yard line. They're going in and score and feel pretty good, right?
Hmm.
They snap the ball. It dribbles back there, right?
Hmm.
By the time Danny picks it up, his knees on the ground. I'm just like, that is a microcosm of the season right there.
Very much. All right.
I do have hope, though. I do have hope.
Okay. Good. Because there are a few other good things going on in the world. We don't have to just continue on that.
Um,
Um, so, what do you counsel? You are ashamed of the Badgers fans for chanting "Fire Fickle." What do you think? What what do you? Last thing we're gonna do is this. It's your personal opinion as a sports fanatic coach. What do you think the appropriate behavior or expectations for a Wisconsin football fan are for the rest of the year?
well, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really bad, but it's true. You're probably not going to win a game next month.
So,
So my hope for Wisconsin this year, and this is my approach that I would take. Okay,
okay.
let's say you go and lose to Michigan and Iowa in back-to-back weeks, right?
Hmm.
This is a realistic thing I want to say. So it's not me being an anti-Billy Edwards guy, an anti-Luke Fickle guy.
Hmm.
At some point, you got to say, if you're Luke Fickle, we're riding with Danny O'Neill for the rest of the year and see what we have. Because you got to remember, Danny's only I know he's not great, but he's only a sophomore. And Fickle, to his credit, has tried to bring in these one year wonders and hit gold for 1 year. But the thing is, look at Clemson right now. They've had Kate Klubnik for 3 years as a starting quarterback.
Hmm.
They're 1-3. And by the way, the whole let's start with a bunch of freshmen and and start from there. Dabo Sweeney is proof that that doesn't always work.
Right.
They're
O-
not. Clemson is not good anymore because they don't believe in the portal.
Okay. You didn't answer my question.
Yeah, sorry.
What should a Badger fan's appropriate response be with your insight and knowledge as both a super fan and a coach?
I think 6-6 is reasonable.
No, 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 not the record. I'm asking, what do you think if you were a Badger fan going to the game? What would you say? Just cheer like normal, act, and don't yell any chants, or I mean,
Well,
seriously, what do
the
you think?
thing is, you gotta remember, like, if you're a Badger fan, we have been good since the early 2000s. Put it this way: Russell Wilson was their last good quarterback, and Russell Wilson's been in the NFL for like
Yeah,
12 years.
he's on
12
his
years.
way. He's on his way out. Yeah.
12 years. And by the way,
Yep.
if you want to see Wisconsin quarterback play in a nutshell, go back and watch the Chiefs Giants sequence, that 4-play sequence of Russell Wilson. I mean, he literally threw the ball to no one on 3 straight plays. But it's like, dude, like, we got to realize, like, until, like you said, Jack, until we raise money, until we get the guys like Tauscher and, the guys that have been there and done that, and JJ and those guys fed up enough to say, you know what, we're going to throw money at this thing, then you got to, I'm not, I love Tauscher. I love him as a guy. I love him as he's my dad's business partner. But
Hmm.
to get the old school, if anyone should be fed up with the offensive line play, guess who it should be? McIntosh. He played offensive line. He knows what a good offensive line play is. Like these guys that are. The thing is, if you were not, the thing that bothers me is the kids that were in the student section the other day.
Hmm.
They were born in 2006, right?
Hmm.
That's the last time Wisconsin was respectable. Was about was about that time. So, like, what do you expect if you're a student right now?
Something better.
I know, but what the thing is, you played Alabama. You played a freshman who by the way, I saw a whole video on Instagram on this Maryland freshman
Hmm.
yesterday.
Hmm.
The man is putting up ridiculous numbers.
Thanks to Wisconsin.
Well, I'm not saying like great numbers, but like the dude is they're undefeated. They weren't and they didn't play anybody, but like,
It's yeah. It's a sad way to start the Big Ten opener.
you guys,
I'm gonna call a halt to Wisconsin
yeah, good,
Badger
good.
talk because we've
We're,
already spent a third of our time.
we'll get. Let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the baseball today.
Okay.
So, Brewer fans, quit panicking if you are. You realize the guy that started yesterday will not even sniff the postseason roster because he came up too late in the season.
Hmm.
And also, if you're a Brewer fan, your magic number is 2. Now, that is not 2 necessarily wins. That is a combination of 2 with Philly losses as well. Plus, I think you're going to see in the last 4 games, I think you're going to see if they win 1 game, I think you're going to see those guys pretty much the Elsh and the Shiros, and those guys sit for a majority of the games.
Okay.
Because
So.
honestly, if I'm a Brewers player and I wrap it up in the next day or so,
Hmm.
I want the Reds in the playoffs. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't want to see the freaking Mets.
Why not?
Because they beat you last year.
So what? Different
No,
teams.
no, they won the one. They got. Oh
Different
yeah.
teams.
By the way, I'd like to beat Dave Stearns though. I don't care.
Okay. That's your positive? You're still angry at fans. You
No,
say, let's talk about something positive. Baseball. Don't panic. You're yelling at people all the
no,
what's
no.
with you, Diddy?
But
Didn't
but
you?
but,
Did
but
someone steal the sugar? You getting
no,
cornflakes
but no,
this
it's good.
morning?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of this. I'm very
No, it
excited.
sounds like it.
Well, I'm excited because well, I'm a little you know, the one thing that I'll say this, the one thing that I enjoy about the NBA instead of baseball is when the NBA season starts the playoffs. It's purely from an announcer perspective. The NBA, the first round is always on local television, right?
Sure.
So you always get
Yep.
you always get the local perspective.
Yep.
As soon as the regular season is over, you know, for baseball,
Hmm.
unless Brian chooses the Brewers series,
Hmm.
we lose the Brian Anderson effect
Hmm.
and the Vinny Ratinos and the Sophie Minutes and the guys that really understand the ins and outs of not only baseball, but not only the team, but just baseball in general. Like the local, I miss the local flavor in the playoff.
Ah, you get that all year long. It's the big time.
I know, but
Buckle up,
but,
Buttercup.
no,
Come on, let's go.
but I know Brian's really good at his job, so
Yeah, he is. You know, but what are you gonna do? I mean, this is the that's the biggest ish. We got no issues then because it's like
I'm excited though. If we get a home field advantage throughout the playoffs, it'd be fun.
do you think it makes that big of a difference in baseball, the home field?
Uh, this is gonna sound weird, and it's not meant to. In an indoor stadium, yes. I've been in there when the roof is closed in in uh in
Amfam.
like Ampham.
Hmm.
That place is so loud that I can't hear the person sitting next to me.
Well, everybody can hear you. You drown out anybody.
I'm a megaphone, yes, sir.
Yes, you are. You're a human megaphone.
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yes, so that was good. That's good though. I'm excited
Let's,
for him.
let's say worst comes to worst. Okay, Brewers don't get home field and Phillies do. Does it matter? We still have to win in their first
Yeah,
round.
we still have one first round. Yeah. Well, thing is, like, I don't think the home field matters until you get to the later round
Okay.
when you go to what because the series are so short anyway. My whole goal for the Brewers this year was to win the division, get out of the 3 game toss-up series, and see what happens.
Do they have any chance of being in the toss-up series or no?
No, they're division winner. They're the top seed. They're a top 2 seed. No matter what.
Okay. So right now, um, this is just as this is how the playoffs sit, either for both leagues. First round buys: Brewers, Phillies. This is National League. Wild card series: number 3 Los Angeles Dodgers versus number 6 Cincinnati Reds, and number 4 Chicago Cubs versus number 5 San Diego Padres.
You know how much I would love. I think now that you listed off the teams, Jack.
Hmm.
You know how much I would love to see the Dodgers and Mets battle for mediocrity.
Hmm.
That would be so fun because either way, one of the big payrolls is gonna be out. And
Right.
by the way, Michael Kay, the old New York Yankees announcer,
Hmm.
he he ripped the Mets on national radio the other day. He's like, you have a $340 million payroll, and you added one so don't you may miss the playoffs. I was just like very happy to hear that.
Okay. So this is projected American League playoff matchups based on current standings. Asterisk American League. First round bye: Toronto Blue Jays, Seattle
Oh,
Mariners.
wait, Seattle got a first round bye now.
As it stands, if it ended right now,
That's kind of cool.
wild card would be number 3 Cleveland Guardians
Oh, Mel may lose his mind.
against number 6 Detroit Tigers.
That's crazy.
Number 4 New York Yankees versus 5 Boston Red Sox.
Oh, jeez, that'll be they won't like each other.
No, which is the way it should be.
Very intriguing matchups, by the way.
Yep.
What really intrigues me is about this, and it's really kind of funny, is the buys are actually close to each other geographically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Boston and the thing about it is, think about this, Jack. Do you realize the Tigers had a 10 game lead on the Guardians entering this month?
Yeah, but it was like in late July it was 12 and a half or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It's like some major league type stuff.
Yep. It's all time. It would be the all time largest collapse in baseball history.
By the way,
They
the only saving grace
because
is
excuse me, they won't. The Tigers may not even make the playoffs. They lost with your guy, Tariq Screwball on the mound yesterday.
yeah, I know it's and the thing is he's getting shelled now. It's not like he's pitching well, dude. It's funny because our dear friend Mel was at the pig roast the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and he switched. He said we're switching sports,
Huh.
and I thought he was going to turn on the Indians game, the Guardians game during the pack game. It's so good. It's so good.
But right now, the Reds only have a half game lead on the Mets. So these things that I read off are precarious. So it's not the only. Here are the teams who clinched playoffs for sure. Okay, National League. It is Brewers, Cubs from the Central. West, it is Dodgers and San Diego, and East, it's Philly. What the teams that are still in the wild card for the last wild card: Mets, Reds, Diamondbacks, Giants. Although Giants aren't gonna. You know,
Jack, I'm about to say something you will never hear coming out of my mouth again.
go.
Go Cubs, go! Because I want the dear Cubs to knock out the Mets.
I want the Cubs to play the Pods in the first series, first
That would
round.
be super fun. That would be super fun. Two teams I have to despise playing each other in the first round would be awesome.
Yeah, and the Tigers only have a half game lead on the Astros.
So they're gonna fall out all together.
Hmm
Who's the third wild card for the?
Right now, it's the two that are in prime are Yankees and Red Sox. Next up in this order: Tigers, Astros, Rangers, Royals. Rangers and Royals aren't going to
So I
make it.
got a question for you. Are the Astros out at the moment?
Well, they're only half game behind the Tigers.
But are they out at the moment?
Yeah.
So,
hmm
okay, cool. So wait a minute. So what's the lead for Seattle on Houston?
Houston. I think they clinched.
No,
No, they
no.
didn't clinch. Seattle. Here, I'll give you the records. Seattle's 88 and 69.
Uh,
Astros are 84 and 72. So they're
oh,
like
so
three and a half or four.
the lead's pretty big then. Okay.
Yeah, according to my brother-in-law Ed, who lives in the Seattle area, um,
Seattle
they
clinch over
could
the West.
Seattle could clinch the West tonight and a first round bye on Thursday
Okay.
if they win the next two.
Okay. Cool. Got it. Got to get it. You know the nice thing is for the Brewers. If you're a Brewer fan, you're off tomorrow, and the Phillies have to play.
Let's just fricking win a game,
Yeah.
okay?
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't
Wrap it.
care. I don't want to
Wrap
hear
it
you.
up.
I don't want to hear
Wrap,
about you saying don't
wrap it
panic.
up.
I want to
Wrap
win a
it up.
game.
Wrap it up by yourselves. Yes, please.
Yes, yes. But hats off to them. They've done a great job all year, obviously,
Yeah.
to have the
Um,
best record.
Jack, before we get wrap the show, I want to give a shout out to Mel for
Go ahead.
he did a great job. You know what he does for everybody with I give someone post what he does for everybody with a disability, whether it's IDD, physical, or my situation or different people with disabilities is absolutely amazing. And I don't know if you were there, Jack, but he brought three individuals up to the stage um, before the game was over. Aaron Gresh being one of them. You know Aaron. I know
Yep.
Aaron.
I talked to Aaron on Sunday. Yeah,
A-
I wasn't there for that. I must have just missed that, but I got there shortly
Aaron
thereafter.
Gresh being one of them, and the way that they talked about the different ways Mel's impacted them for their own.
For excuse me, AJ. For people who don't know, AJ's referring to Mel's charity. It started with local character Mel Tom Stanton, and one of their emphasis is helping individuals with disabilities. Sorry, AJ, just so
Yeah,
people who don't know.
yeah. So it was really nice, and I don't know what Mel does, but for some reason, Jack, I mean this in a joking manner. It never rains for the men. Ever notice that? All week they've been talking about rain on Sunday, rain on Sunday, rain on Sunday, and it never rained. You heard
Yep, the god of thunder is looking down on
I mean,
approvingly on Mel.
it's just great. I mean, I love all the people. I get to see a bunch of people. I get to meet a bunch of people. Cedarburg is a great little town, city or town, whatever you want to call it. But it's just great. People are so nice, and you see a bunch of people, and it's all outside, so it's beautiful.
Yep, it's awesome. Okay, AJ, it's that time. It is time for everyone's favorite part of the show segment, which is AJ's advice for living, which is wisdom that AJ has gained from the world of sports. He has gleaned it for you, shined it up, and ready to present it to you to use in your everyday life. AJ, what do you have for us?
All right, so this goes back to an experience I had at the Brewer game last week. Um, you never know until you know. And let me explain what I mean by that. Um, so you never know the impact you're gonna have on somebody's life until you come across that person. About a week and a half ago, I was at the Brewer game with, you saw this, Jack. I
Hmm.
was at the Brewer game with Amanda, and I dropped my phone. Ever since that day, I thank God that I dropped my phone because this lady comes up to me. She's 67 years old. She has cerebral palsy like I do. And she says to me, um, can I help you with your phone? I said, yeah. So she brings this guy over and they grab my phone and I go, what's your name? She goes, Luann. I said, Luann, nice to meet you, AJ Volkini. She goes, AJ Volkini. Where do I know that name from? She goes, did you read a book? I said, yeah, I did. She goes, does it have to be finished? I said, yeah, it is. I go, how do you know? She goes, I get my chair worked on in New Motion. I go, really? She goes, I left some books there. She goes, I know, I stole one from the shop.
Huh.
I go, funny, Jack, this lady was so nice that, and the thing is, right or wrong, I'd never seen somebody with cerebral palsy
Hmm.
that's with the same condition that I am. That's
Hmm.
that's that much older than me.
Mm.
Everyone I know has been younger, and you know, you know, cerebral, there's different forms of it, but it was cool. She talked to me, but you never. My point is, you never know. I mean, you never know who you're into, and you never know how you can change your life. And she was so fired up that she met me. I was so amazing, and she actually offered. That's why I called you Jack. She actually offered to help me with my if I ever want to work on the second one.
There you go.
She's like, I have so many. She's like, you have so much to tell people about your group home experience, about your, growing up in a small town and then going to a bigger city, and she's offered she offered to help me. So I'm gonna try and get in touch with her again, and it's been fun. It's been good. So um, it's been good. So it's just been fun. I never know. You never know where you're gonna be. You never know what you're gonna run into. So just always smile at people. Always, even if you're in a bad day, wake up and say, you know what? Today, yesterday may not have been the best day for me, but today I'm gonna touch somebody, and that's all you gotta do.
That's all you got to do. You got it right. That's beautiful, AJ. Way to go. Okay, we look like we're going to be on Sunday
Sunday
at
morning. Sunday morning.
9ish. Looks like we're
Yes.
talking about
Not
which.
nine-ish. Yes, please, sir.
Okay, so that'll work out really well. So it was good to have a hump day check in with
No
AJ.
packing. No packing until 7 o'clock at night.
Yep, 7:15, I believe. What have you? We didn't talk Packers at all, but that's okay. We can talk about that on Sunday
No, we don't
morning.
need it. Yeah, we can step away from the negative and step into the positive.
That's
So
right.
it's all good.
All right. So this is wrapping it. You got words to live by, AJ. Thank you. You never know the impact you're having. So try and give your most positive outlook on life because you could affect someone really well and not even know it, right, Age?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So cool. All right, AJ. That's it for now. Between
All right.
now and then, will
And
we have another
Sunday
Badger
morning.
game?
No, the Badgers. The positive is Jack. The Badgers cannot lose this week because they
All
went to
right.
bed. So
Woo-hoo. All right. That's it for, say it with me,
AJ.
AJ.